Hey guys, just quickly, before we jump into this week's episode, I just want to quickly apologize for any little editing errors that may be scattered throughout the video, like little cuts or the audio and visuals not being synced up for a couple of seconds. I had a tiny little corruption in the audio file, and it's just kind of like thrown everything out of whack. So there's several different cuts throughout the video just to try and realign the video and the audio. But I'm sure you guys understand, like, I'm doing my best here. I don't actually know if there is going to be any errors, but I'm just putting this video in the episode now, because I don't rewatch them once I post them, unless there's a serious issue, because I've watched this podcast about 5 times, so that's great. But anyway, wicked episode. I hope you enjoy, and much love.
Always give myself 10 seconds to calm down. Every time.
Yeah, well, whenever we do ours, we like talk for like 5 minutes and then we just like because otherwise we just get too
I always, because it doesn't matter who I'm filming with, like I'll still get anxious, like every time.
We get nervous like and it's just us like every time. It's I don't know.
See, like it's just I need to just calm down. All right, we'll roll at 40. I'll probably keep all this in, to be fair.
Yeah, just go whenever.
Some raw footage for the people.
Start it whenever you want, mate.
Alright, well, this is episode 12. The Being Human Show after a little short break. We had a week off to spend some time with some lovely people. Introduce yourself, mate. Who are you?
Well, I feel privileged, first of all.
Privileged?
Yeah.
Why do you feel privileged?
Because, I'm on the Being Human Show now, right?
The Being Human Show.
So
yeah, it's becoming a little bit of a following, a little bit of a platform. But who are you?
Who are you? Well, my name's Evan.
Yep.
Trying to be a DJ like this guy.
Yep.
Over here.
We are aspiring DJs.
That's our one dream. And then, I have my own podcast with one of my mates as well.
Mr. Dylan Buckley.
Yep. And that's called Post Nut Clarity.
Yep.
So we just pretty much talk shit.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, pretty much what we all do. Man's dying. He's a bit dusty today. You had a large night at Metro's last night. I didn't have a large night. I'm still on my 3-month drinking ban, so I only had like 1 vodka Red Bull. So yeah, it's been how's your weekend been,
mate?
What did you do Friday?
What did I do Friday? I don't think I did anything.
You watched the footy, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, just on my own. But like I literally I'm pretty sure I just like literally downloaded some music and just watched TV all day.
Standard.
Yeah, bro.
I didn't do anything Friday, I don't think.
Lazy
I
ass.
don't even remember what I did, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I just like slept.
Do you feel like a piece of shit when you do nothing all day?
Yeah. Dude, I only work like 2 days a week. So I have 3 days of the working week where I feel like a piece of shit.
No, I'm the same. It's bad, but
Yeah, I feel like I should be like me and Dylan talked about this, how we were like on our days off we just go to the shops because we don't want to sit at home and feel like shit.
I feel like that's what the like heaps of the people that don't have jobs do.
Yeah.
Because I always think like when I'm at the shop on a day off, I'm like, does this many people not have work or nothing?
It's crazy. Like we went on like a Wednesday afternoon or something, and there was hella people everywhere. I was like, go home, Yeah.
Or like go to work or something. I don't know what you're gonna do. Like,
yeah. Like there's school kids there at like 2:00. Like they don't finish till 3. Surely.
Bro, you know what's wild? Like I actually kind of miss school hours.
Oh, me too, bro.
Starting at like 9:00 or thereabouts, and then finishing at like 3:00.
You're working with all the boys.
Yeah, you just like it's basically just like a little catch up every day.
Yeah, like it'll be, I don't know, get up. Like I used to time it so on a good run it would take me 9 minutes to get from home to school. Right? So and we started school at 8:40. The bell went at 8:40, right? So I used to leave home at 8:31 every day. Now I have to be at work at 8:30.
Yeah.
So I have to leave at like fucking 7 or 7:30 or some shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
It does
Take
suck.
me back to school. Like, it's so funny because when you finish school, I reckon for the first year, you're like, no, look, school's like so shit. I'm so glad to be out of it. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Do I want to go back to school? No.
I definitely do.
But in terms of the lifestyle of school, oh mate, it
Yeah.
doesn't get any easier.
Yeah, like we weren't really working.
Well, yeah, particularly us.
We weren't really
You
working.
got 39 ATAR, I got a 40 or something like
Yeah,
that.
I was like, dude, like we weren't really working. We just went there, spent time with the boys, have a bit of fun, have a bit of a run amok, like spend all our money on fucking canteen food.
Oh mate,
Yeah,
what was your go-to at the canteen?
Oh, I say so. Okay, so I used to bring money every Thursday. I used to bring a fucking blue note, mate, $10, and I used to get a sweet chili chicken sub.
Bro, they were fire, bro.
Bro, no, if I had it now, I'd be like, what the fuck is this? But back then, that shit was Don's.
It was the elite of the elite. That.
Yeah.
What else was really there was something else that was the little
Potato gems.
oh my god.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
said that on your last podcast, like how many you could fit in your mouth.
Yeah.
What did you say, like 12 or 13? 15.
You reckon?
No shot, bro. No way.
15. You reckon?
Yeah, nah.
Come
But
on.
we'll try it. We'll try it one time.
Alright, we'll try, but I reckon I could easily fit 15.
Like,
Of those ones.
yeah, maybe because you can like mush them.
Yeah, like.
Oh,
Anyway,
my
fucking. Did you ever get food poisoning from the canteen?
I don't think I got food poisoning.
I
Like,
did once. I got really bad.
well, like, did you have to go home? Well,
Oh,
what?
dude, yeah, I was fucked.
What'd you have?
No, I was off school for like 3 days.
What the fuck did you eat?
I can't remember. I think it was a burger. You know those shitty burgers you used to get?
They were dire, mate.
But it was like bread, like really shit cheese, like like a little squirt of tomato sauce and rubber, and then bread.
Oh, mate, a lot of that canteen food was one of the worst things I ever
Yeah.
tasted in my life.
But those fucking Mildura juices, you know the
yeah,
guava
bro,
one?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Man.
I remember, like, because do you remember Sylvester?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to get them like
Mm.
every day,
Mm.
and then all the next minute, like all the boys,
All
were
the
getting
boys.
these juices. I was
Yeah.
like, wow, this is fire, bro.
And those little $2 fizzy ones. Remember those?
Yeah, I didn't really like them, like the green and the red ones.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But how fun were they to kick the lids off? I've told you this so many times. How there was one Donny who is on. You know how you stand on the bottle and you kick the lid and it flies off.
yeah.
Yeah, this Donny just jumped on it and went.
Oh no.
Yeah, I used to love the bottle just for that. But like, yeah.
You know what I was
Good
thinking
times.
before I came here as
What?
well?
What?
So, you know, like with school, right? Because we weren't friends. Well, not friends, but we weren't like.
We were
good-
like acquaintances
Yeah,
until
like-
like 11, 12. Yeah.
It was math with Dr. Hurd that literally changed
Yeah.
like the course of everything.
Mhm.
Because then you boys came to like our levers.
Yeah.
Like the only ones that you and Sakamane were friends with was like pretty much me and Jared from
Yeah.
math, and then
Mhm.
you had your levers like fallout thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Plans fell through, and then you were just like, we're just like, oh, come to our levers, and
Yeah.
then now it's like all the boys are just
Yeah.
homies.
It's like we all just went like this.
yeah, it's crazy because
Yeah.
it's weird to me.
Your real friends stand out after school, and that's facts.
100%.
Because a lot of my boys, hopefully none of them take this disrespectfully, but I don't feel as close with them anymore. A lot of that group that I used to be around, you know, the ones that we used to sit near the
Oh,
canteen.
Bro,
I'm 100% a lot closer with like you and Jamo and like all your boys than I am to my boys at the moment.
yeah, well,
I don't remember. I didn't even remember the last time I talked to half of them.
That's like pretty much all my friends except for the ones that we basically hang out with like every week.
Yeah.
Everyone else
crazy.
I just barely talk to. I'm still friends with them. I see them out. I'm like, oh, like how you going? Like have a chat, catch
Yeah.
up. But like I don't go out of my way. I'm like, do you want to go get a feed? Like I do with like
Yeah.
what we do with our like the
Yeah.
boys
It's
now.
like it's really strange how it all works. Like, yeah, I don't even know because we were such different groups,
Very
different dynamics, different interests, different, like just so different. And then like as soon as school finished, like leavers, that was when it all changed. Even after our fallout, like me and Dylan's fallout,
Yeah,
our
but I
fake
think-
fallout.
No, but I reckon that was like, I mean,
We
without
thought it was
going into
closer.
it too much, that was more of the girls in my
Yeah,
like
of course it
the-
was. Yeah, fuck them.
yeah, but like that was pretty much majority of the drama that we had stemmed from the girls. The
All
fir-
of our drama that we've had in our friends group stems from all these girls.
Well, think about the first day of leavers when we threw that massive party or whatever.
Yeah.
And then all of those like girls like my ex and all those girls pulled up. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Because then I was like, why? Who invited these guys?
Yeah.
And then like,
And that's the last thing you want to see at leavers.
Yeah,
is them
last
rock up.
thing I
Yeah,
wanna
I
see.
remember that.
And then-
fuck me, that's unlocked the memory in my brain.
and then that was a big drama. Like that was a massive kick off that first night.
Yeah.
Because remember the next morning we were sitting around the table and we were all like, what the fuck just happened? Like we can't not be having this for the rest of the trip or like someone's
Yeah.
gonna die.
Yeah. And then fucking, who scrapped?
Oh.
But wait, who scrapped?
So it was Sylvester and Daniel.
Oh, yeah.
But because Ben was chirping Sylvester all day, making like jokes about him or whatever,
Yeah.
and then out of nowhere, Daniel made one joke. Sylvester just smacked him, bro.
I remember that. They fucking fell on someone's tent, remember?
That was just on the first night because they broke my barbecue. Well, my mum and dad's barbecue as well.
Yeah.
Blade and Zach were just spear tackling each other and shit. Just
Oh,
having
yeah.
a little tassel.
That party was so sick. I don't think I've talked about it in depth on this podcast yet.
We can talk about it if you want.
I think I've touched on it with Dylan maybe, but I feel like you'd be better off.
I mean,
talking about
it was pretty fire.
It was
probably the
It was
best.
the best party I've ever been to.
Yeah, it was definitely the biggest party. It was closest to Project X vibes I've ever like
Yeah.
experienced in my life.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
It was sick. There was like, because we got cooked because instead of having a villa, we had to camp, which was kind of like a blessing and a curse at the same time. It was a blessing looking back on it because of the experience of how shit it was. It's like so funny.
Yeah.
But then that's why it's good, but it did suck at the time.
Oh,
like,
yeah, 100%.
you know, 2
I was
hours
only
is-
there for like 2 nights, I think.
Yeah, or I think... Yeah,
Oh, no, it would
was
have been 3.
It was
It would have been 3 because like all the shit happened after the first rave. And
Yeah.
the first rave was on the Wednesday, I think. Right? Something like that. But yeah.
And then because we were in the camping place, so we made friends with I think there was
Rockingham boys.
the Rockingham boys who were across from us, and then like
Yeah.
Tennessee and his boys were like
Further down,
Just-
like towards the corner-ish.
yeah, and then
Yeah.
there was a group. I think it was the Rockingham boys. They walked to our camps or like where we were staying, and we were just setting up. They had already been set up, and they were like, "Do you want to throw like a fucking huge party back here like tonight?" And we were just like, "All right, like let's go." So
Yeah.
then we just started walking around the whole fucking campsite.
Told everybody, cabins, cars coming in, people lining up in like that car. You know that in that grass paddock?
Yeah.
We told everybody.
Like everyone in the whole campsite of Dunsborough Lakes was in the back like campsite,
Yeah.
basically walking through like our campsite and all of the other boys like setups and shit.
Yeah.
And it was insane. Like someone like Zach spear tackled a bloke off the top of his car because someone was dancing on his car.
Yeah.
Like
Someone backflipped off someone's car.
yeah,
I had alcohol all over my car. Like the next morning, my car was fucked.
oh mate, it was like that was probably the most crazy night I've ever had. Like. Because I didn't know at the time of the night, but they turned off the power to the whole campsite.
Yeah.
And
We turned all our car lights on, remember?
well, they had the big, you know, those big
And
ass
storm
speakers?
light. And the speakers.
They were
yeah,
plugged into
yeah.
the power. They turned it off, and that's why the music went off. And
Mm.
then the boys turned on their cars, like their utes.
Yeah.
2 utes pulled up backwards, and they put the big speakers in the back of the utes and ran it off their batteries.
Yeah.
And it went till like, I don't know, like 2, 3
I
in the
remember I
morning,
was
like-
trying to sleep at like 3 o'clock.
Yeah, it was just
And it was
gone.
still like, it was like those little spot fires, like little spot fire party, like, you know, like little groups.
Yeah.
And then like 6 o'clock in the morning, like I've had like 3 hours sleep. Sun's coming up and it's hot as fuck in my tent. I wake up and I'll literally open my tent. There's one Donny sitting at the table already, like just like, oh my god. And then there's some guy literally doing a fucking funnel.
Oh, yeah.
6 o'clock in the morning.
Mate.
Bruv, give me some Weet-Bix, not a Corona.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. And
Fuck.
I think what was worse as well was like every other campsite had really good food. Like I remember waking up and smelling bacon and eggs
Bacon
being
and
cooked.
eggs.
Like, because they had girls at their campsites.
Yeah.
So the girls are cooking.
They're all
fucking
prepared
whipping
and
up
shit.
bacon. We're eating fucking meager ring out of red noodle cups. Red drink cups. Raw, bro.
Muesli bars. Wait, I think back to what we packed.
Because
What the fuck?
we took so much food, but no like actual proper food.
Yeah, like this. We had this massive food container. It was like, I shit you not, the length of the couch,
Yeah,
right?
what?
All we packed was chips, meagering, muesli bars, up and goes. cereal.
It was all gone in the first day.
We had no sustainable food at all. Like, it was
Oh.
just a nightmare, bro. But it was actually the best nightmare ever.
Oh, fuck.
When I fucked off, right, I went to that house with, like, Cole, Brady, Phillips, and, like, a couple other... Well, that's when I met Tom.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I met Tom at Levers.
Rudder?
Yeah.
Like, you're, like,
My best mate at Levers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck, I would have thought you had known each other for
Yeah.
years and years and years, bro.
Levers.
Wow.
Wait, crazy, eh? We actually bonded over... Because I was sad because of all the shit that happened, over a very deep and meaningful conversation and about 8 Bali darts each. Because he just went to Bali, had like 16 cartridges of fucking Bali.
Yeah, I would expect nothing less.
That was when I
Tom
started...
to have a bunch of darts.
Yeah. But anyway, I got there and it was like 8:30 at night, right? And we were going to the raves. I don't know, sorry, it would have been later than that because we were coming back from the race. So it would have been like midnight. Fucking Brody Phillips has a bowl of porridge spun off his head. Like, he's the drunkest I've ever seen him
Yeah.
eating porridge.
Why?
I don't know.
Why porridge, bruv? Porridge is yucking up at the best of
Bro,
times.
fucking slop on a plate, bro. Fuck off.
To be fair, mate, it's probably better than what we had at the campsite.
Dry meagering.
Bro, the only time I ate any good food was like, I think all of the boys were going to visit like Maddie and shit like there
In Busso.
in Busso, and
we got Macca's.
and then you's got Macca's, but Alicia Cash like picked me up, and with like Georgia Bradshaw and shit, and I went to their like villa with I can't remember some other bloke was there as well. And I literally slept on their couch for like 3 hours, and they made me chicken nuggets and chips, bro, because I hadn't.
Fuck, that's
Yeah.
dons.
They like tucked me into bed, bro. I felt like a little kid. I was like, oh, this is great. I'm going to bed. I've had about 4 hours sleep in
Looking
3
after you.
days. Like,
Fuck, what was I going to say? I was going to say something, but I've forgotten. Oh, Toolies.
oh my,
How good was that?
fuck, we're losers, eh?
Yeah.
Toolies, guys.
No, do you know what's crazy though? We went on Toolies, me and Dylan, as revenge. Pretty much.
Really?
Because they fucked up ours. Do you remember what he did to the fucking chalet?
I love that.
He was spitting on the walls, bro.
Bro, that was like, oh my god. That was probably I don't think I've actually been in like hysterics as much as that.
Bro.
Like, hot. I was laughing I was actually crying on the ground. I couldn't move. Like,
Dylan tips vodka down the sink. He spits on the wall,
bro,
on the table where they eat, just everywhere.
oh mate, that was bad. Like,
Yeah, that was disrespectful, bro.
you
that
can't
was
even say some of the things that, like all the other stuff as well.
Nah, we're gonna keep that zipped up, but fuck me, it was good, bro. And our little bungalow we stayed in, remember?
Elite.
Yeah, 100%, and we paid fuck all of that.
Yeah, when we paid like between us like $4,000 for all of the boys for levers for a campsite for a piece of dirt. We paid like what? How much?
I think it was like $100 each or something.
Yeah.
Or
No, I
something
think it was
that.
like $200.
It would have been more than
I
that,
think it was
actually.
like $200 for the whole time, but it was only meant to have 2 of you. And
Yeah.
then me and Jamo came along. Because
Yeah.
it was just you and Sacramento going, right?
Yeah, and then we told you to come with us.
You convinced like me to come on the like basically.
Yeah, the
like,
day before
the
we
day
left.
before, and I was like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'll come. And then I had to call in sick to work for 3 days.
Yeah,
I got in trouble for that, but yeah.
so worth it.
Yeah, oh, mate, it was that was actually elite.
Yeah, you guys slept on blow-up mattresses in our room.
That room was so sick, bro.
Dylan didn't even stay in it. I was the only one that slept in there. And you boys, I think.
Oh, I didn't even sleep there.
Where'd you sleep?
I slept in
Oh.
in their villa.
Yep, I remember. Oh, yeah.
And Jamo slept in their villa too.
Yeah, oh, yes. I remember. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Do you know what?
What?
I didn't sleep there either.
No, but you went back
I went
there
back.
to.
Yeah, we won't say what happened, but we went back. I went back. I went back just to check on the place, if you know what I mean. And
Yeah, you just had to make sure
make sure the bed was made.
the bed wasn't made up.
Bro, remember the beef that came from that?
No.
Do you remember when what's her name just completely just went off?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, crazy. That was sick. That was a good trip. But remember when we had the footy and we were trying to hit the sign at night? on the beach.
That was good. I liked that. I miss like going like on trips like that. I want to go down south with the boys and just get like a Airbnb and just chill.
Yeah.
I reckon it'd be so peaceful, bro.
I reckon as well.
Like
I reckon it'd be good.
Just 3-4 days. Just not even like bender. Like it'll probably turn into a bender, but
But like have a chill one.
just relax, bro. Like kick back. I feel like my life is just like fucking go,
100 miles
mate.
an
It's
hour,
like,
bro.
oh,
Yeah, 100% agree. Another thing I wanted to add to you. When I think of you, I have one story in mind every time. It was actually the start of this year, and it was your 21st.
yeah. What happened?
So, I was fingered. Like, I was fucked. Right? I was fingered. I was fingered, bro.
That's
Like, I'm
that.
a lightweight. I brought 8 drinks to your party, right?
I wouldn't say you're a lightweight.
Not anymore. I am still a lightweight.
Maybe
but
like in terms of like guys, but compared to like everyone, I'd say like you're like pretty middle of the road.
yeah, right. But I bought 8 drinks to your party. Okay, I knocked those 8 drinks off by 8:30.
Yeah,
and then I had to call my dad to bring me the other 8 that's in the fridge and
I remember
another
you told me.
4-pack. So I had another 12 drinks coming. So I drank all of them.
yeah, I
Okay.
remember you saying to me.
That's 20 standards.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if anyone knows me, 20 standards would put me in a fucking hospital bed. But I was still going strong.
It wasn't just the 20 standards.
Yo, I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it. So I'm fuck-eyed, right?
Yeah.
And then Evan's mum made this concoction. I don't know what she put in
I'm
it.
convinced that
She spiked it, bro. 100%.
that shit had some memory loss stuff, bro.
What was it? Like Midori's
was-
vodka. It was an illusion, right?
Yeah, illusion, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I had about 4 cups of that.
I'm strong, bro.
Now, fucking hell, it was strong. It was like petrol, bro. So basically, what's happened is I've ended up in Evan's pool. Like, when? When did I jump in? Like 10 o'clock?
Oh, I know what you're going to remember.
Remember? Because I was on the decks, bro. Remember?
Yeah.
I was DJing because Evan was off doing his thing, and I was DJing a little bit, and then I've just gone. I wouldn't jump in the pool, and everyone's like, "No, you would have jumped in the pool." So I'm just like, "Well, fuck it," like I literally while I was running, I was stripping. I was just throwing my shit, and all I had was my undies and my socks on. And I jumped in the pool with my socks on, sucked, and then I just did that thing. I have a video. If I find it, I'll put it up. But I did the thing. You know how I float?
Yeah.
I did the thing floating, just in the pool, just in my jocks, bro.
Yeah, and then you and someone else were like doing the old moon, mate.
Was that Mitch?
I think it was Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitch also dove into the shallow end of the pool. Looking at
Yeah,
it.
and just cracked his head open, which was sick.
But I remember, because you were in the pool, and then this is when I felt you went for a piss. And I was...
Oh yeah. That's the second half of the story.
Yeah, keep
So-
going.
so-
keep going.
I've gone for a piss, and so Evan has this like little back patio thing, and down the side's where we piss, right? So I'm down the side, holding onto the fence because I can't even stand up, right? So I'm like phone in one hand, like holding to the fence the other, and I'm just pissing, right? And then I just hear this massive thud, because you had like some sort of plastic, you had like a plastic barrier, right?
It was like a pond, because my dad like does fish farming, so it was basically a pond that hadn't been dug in the ground. It was just like
Yeah,
standing up.
yeah. So there was a thing that stopped. It was pretty much just to stop people from going around, right? Yeah. So I was just pissing, and I just hear this thing move, and then a massive bang, and then everyone's like, ah! 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 I was like, bro, what's up? I'm still pissing, like trying to like looking. I run over to you, still pissing. He's falling into these like thorns. What was it?
I think it's called a boysenberry bush. So Google what a boysenberry bush is. It's basically a rose bush type thing. I couldn't fucking move.
Bro,
mate.
he was like, bro, I thought he'd like sliced his leg off. He was screaming, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm buckled as well. I don't know what's going on. I run over to him, and I'm like helping him up. I'm getting scratched. I'm screaming. I helped him up, and then I've got splinters all over me. I had a splinter in my finger for like 4 weeks that I couldn't get out.
Remember our feet?
Yeah, our feet were fucked.
We had splinters in our feet for like 3 months.
Yeah, literally. And then I was like to Evan, like, he's in pain. I'm like, dude, you need to go and jump in the shower, bro. You need to wash this shit off. I don't know, like, what is in it. I don't know if it's like if it's like fucking toxic or whatever. Me and him were just fucking standing in the shower. like crying, bro, laughing,
Oh.
crying. Like I reckon it was about 20-minute ordeal.
Well, this is mid 21st. Keep in mind as well. So like
Yeah.
everyone else is just outside partying. I've got
No one
fucking
knows when-
thorns in the back of my back and shit. Like I'm fucking basically crippled. You're like I pulled you into the rose bush because I was
Because I held you out and then you pulled me in.
because I was blackout drunk. So you were trying to dead weight me.
Yeah.
And I'm dead. I'm just like, yeah, pulled him into the bush job, mate. Absolute fucking mad.
It was a fuckery, eh?
Absolute fuckery.
Oh, but then the next day I went, because I had to pick something up from you the next day, and he walks out, no shirt on, scratches all over him, and he's bored. He's like, not good. I was so hungover the next day, bro.
That was probably the most I've seen. Probably a lot of the boys drink, to be honest.
Oh,
Like,
man.
because I mean, Mitchell was so drunk that he dove into the pool, cracked his fucking head open.
Stitched it up, then jumped back.
Not even stitched it. They
He
just
just
put
plaster on his
they
head.
just put like a band-aid on it, and
Yeah.
they were like, "Don't go back in the pool."
Me and
2
him were
sec-
doing handstands naked
2
straight
seconds
after.
later, he just jumped straight back in the pool, bro.
But you had the hot tub going as well. That was elite, bro.
It was a pretty elite night.
No, honestly, I reckon it was probably the best I felt at a house party.
I reckon because there wasn't heaps of normally when we have house parties, we kind of invite just people we know.
Yeah.
Whereas that like kind of was more like everyone that was there. It was kind of like good vibes.
Good, mate. Yeah.
It's like everyone was in the spa. I really didn't think everyone would get in the pool, but like everyone got in the pool. Like,
Yeah. After I jumped in, everyone was just like,
yeah. I always say like, yeah, you can bring bathers if you want.
No one actually gets in.
No one actually
you
goes
know?
in the pool.
I'm a water baby when I'm drunk, bro. I'll jump in any pool.
There's no better feeling
Yeah.
than being drunk in a pool. Like it's hell dangerous,
Yeah.
but it's the most fun thing in the world because you feel less drunk.
Yeah. And I just float, and I'm just like, oh, fuck, man, it's so good.
You love
So
your
good.
floating, eh?
Yeah, bro. I just love just lying there. Like, it's just so relaxing. Oh, but anyway, fucking.
You sent something for us to talk on our podcast, but we didn't talk about it.
Oh, yeah. So we mentioned he's starting a podcast with a good mate, Dylan Buckley. And what are you, like, 2 episodes in now? We just
we've
recorded
done
episode 3.
3 comes out Tuesday.
Yeah. So, put the @ right here. That'll be good for me to edit right there. So basically, I sent in a question, and it was top 3 DJs. Because obviously me and Evan are trying to get into that sort of scene, and we love that music. So, do you want to answer your 3, and then I'll do my 3, or do you want to go vice versa?
If you want, otherwise you can go 1-1-1.
1-1.
Yeah, or we can just go.
Are we?
for
Okay.
one.
Are we gonna do 3 of each, like different genres? Like we can't put them in, like you know.
See, I'll just tell you my 3 if you want. Because
Okay, yeah, go your 3.
I've got my 2.
Yeah.
One of them is I had them written down. I don't even remember. I think one of them was Tiesto. I think.
Yeah.
Because it's just like longevity. I mean, the guy's
He's been gone for years, right?
he's like 40 years old, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was like him, David Guetta or Tiesto was like
Mm-mm.
one of them had to be in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then I had there's this DJ called Carl Cox.
Yeah, I know Carl Cox.
It's basically just because he's like for 40 years. So I went based on a career because he DJ'd every
Of
single.
all time, yeah, of course.
And then my third one, I was like trying to weigh up because I was like, who's someone that's genuinely changed like genres? And then I was thinking like, you know, Skrillex with like making dubstep popular. And then I was like, so yeah, my third one I couldn't really think of.
Okay.
So
See, I wasn't expecting that from you. I was expecting something like Avicii, maybe someone like Tiesto, and then maybe throw in someone like Will Sparks or who's the other Donny? Martin Garrix.
I mean, they're my favorite DJs, but in terms
Yeah, but of all time?
of goat
Okay.
of goat status,
Yeah,
like
yeah, I
it's
know what
kind
you
of
mean.
like, you know, Martin Garrix, Avicii. If Avicii didn't pass away, probably could have potentially got there because
Yeah.
he like made that EDM traditional EDM music hella
Yeah.
popular,
Yeah, facts.
and that's what Martin Garrix basically took over Avicii's
Yeah.
like, legacy essentially.
Yeah.
So
See, my top 3, if we're going off GOAT status, would be Skrillex, Excision, and yeah, the third spot's always too difficult.
yeah, it's hard. It's
Because Skrillex, he pretty much made dubstep.
well, he made dubstep really like
Yeah, he made it
basically
pop off.
popular.
Yeah, he made it pop off. He made it the norm. See, Excision's been doing it for years, way before Skrillex.
yeah.
But like, Skrillex, like, I don't know. He just made it cool.
Do you reckon he fell off a
No.
bit?
Skrillex? Fuck yeah, dude. He's going through
Yeah.
his Eminem phase. That's why I say for every artist that's...
I thought you were gonna say fuck no. I was like, oh shit. I
No,
just offended you.
No. I say this for every artist who's had a massive peak and then is dropping off and plateauing. I'd say the Eminem phase, because Eminem, he had this massive rise for like, I don't know, like 10, 15 years, and now he's just dropped off and now he's just shit. Constantly shit.
Yeah, I agree.
But he has like the odd, radio hit. And that's Skrillex in a nutshell.
Yeah, I mean, like, Skrillex's old music is, I don't know if it's because of it's nostalgia or if like
You got to think, that's when we were growing up.
Yeah.
That's what was...
like Bangarang was like, when Bangarang came out, I remember I think I was probably like
2012.
I was gonna say I was 12 years old, and I remember it playing at school. And at the, you know how they used to have those
social.
things in the middle, like they'd have like Pancake Tuesday.
Oh, yeah.
And then Fun Fridays and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was playing there like every single time.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is this song
Yeah.
like? And then that was
So
pretty much
good.
when I first I was like,
That
wow.
album was one of the first ones I bought on iTunes.
Buying, bro.
I used to buy albums
Bro,
on
how
iTunes.
wild! You had to buy all music.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to download shit.
Well,
Because you could.
I
You
mean,
could
you
could
could,
pirate
but-
them.
but it was more like I was talking to one of the boys. I was like, think about the creator of Spotify. All
Dude.
all the
yeah,
prick's
fuck.
done is literally go, instead of buying music, you're gonna pay for a subscription
And stream it.
and just stream music. Same as like Netflix. All they've done is go, instead of buying movies.
They just buy the license for
Yeah,
it.
bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
you fucking pricks.
Yeah.
All you've done is you've done nothing essentially. All you've done is put everything that's already available that you'd normally have to buy, but now you pay $20
Mm.
a month instead. I'm like, yeah,
Smartest motherfucker
wankers.
ever.
And now they're like
Billionaires,
billionaires,
bro.
probably companies worth
Easy.
trillions. Like,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, fuck, the simplest shit
Is Spotify the #1 streaming platform in the world?
by far.
It is, right? Yeah.
By far.
Yeah, that's crazy. Fucking, there's so many like I was trying to think of my top 3, and there's so many. There's so many that I could just put in there.
Particularly because of how many subgenres there are nowadays. Like, you could put Will Sparks in there because he created a genuine he literally created Melbourne Bounce. bro.
Melbourne Bounce, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and that's why I had, like, I almost was going to put Avicii in there because, like, Skrillex made dubstep popular. He made, like, that, the singing, progressive house, like, singing,
Yeah.
like, drop, do, do, do,
Yeah.
do, do, and then, yeah.
I feel like Avicii, David Guetta, and like Swedish House Mafia, like all those people were like the founding fathers of like festival music.
Yeah,
Like EDM, proper
that
EDM.
traditional EDM.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I wish I had seen David Guetta. I want to see David Guetta live so bad. I don't even care if it's now.
Have you seen like his new like subgenre he's kind of like creating?
No.
It's basic. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll send you the link. It's like it's just a spin-off house basically.
Okay.
It's fire though.
Yeah, right. I don't mind house music these days. I've been listening to it a bit.
I feel like once you
Bass
start
house, bro. That's
once you start
where it's at.
DJing,
Mm.
you come. I feel like you can't fall in love with every type of music.
Mm.
Because like even like for you where you didn't really listen to house that often,
Mm.
and then but as soon as you start mixing it, because as soon as you mix it, it sounds way better, bro.
Yeah.
Like you play a house song for 4 minutes, it kind of sounds a bit shit.
Yeah, it drags on. Yeah, it's like drum and bass. That's what.
Yeah.
Like so I've been saying, I don't not like drum and bass. It just gets boring.
It does.
But I could like for your mix for example, was good because it flowed.
Yeah.
But then like, it's just like if you listen to a bunch of drum and bass, like tracks in a row without being mixed, it's like, ugh.
Particularly
It's like shit.
non-lyrical like drum and bass.
Yeah.
If it's just like
So
genuine.
there's no like sort of vocals. Like, there's one song I need to send it to you. It's really like, what's the word? Euphoric. Like
Ooh,
there's
I don't even know what the word means, but
like
yeah,
just
I
like you feel euphoria. Like you just feel like you're fucking. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
One of those.
Yeah, fair.
It's so nice.
No, I 100% agree because it's the same. Like when there's no lyrics, it's literally just the same. Like it's the beat, build up,
Mm.
drop for like 8 bars, and then build up.
Mm.
Same build up as what it was before, and then it might have like a tiny little flip
Yeah.
of the drop,
Mm.
and it's like
Well, that's the same with like rhythm and dubstep at the moment. Like
that-
I'm noticing now. I remember when I did the episode with Avion, he was like, oh, because I said that about drum and bass, and he goes, isn't rhythm like sort of similar? I was like, nah, fuck that. But now I'm just like, yeah, it's starting to get a little bit repetitive now.
When you drive, like when you're driving or whatever in your car, or if you're just like listening to music, do you find yourself like skipping songs like halfway?
100%, all the time.
It's kind of bad. I'll be because if I'm driving with people, I'll be driving my car and I'll listen to like the first part of a song,
skip it,
and I'm just like skip. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, sorry. Like,
that's why I just put mixes on now.
Yeah,
because then I just let it flow and I don't have to skip the song.
Because listening to like 4 minutes of a song, I'm like, oh, this is so.
There's no need for it.
Yeah, it's whack. Like, oh,
unless I know a song's got a good second drop or something. But like, other than that,
for sure.
Yeah, that's just chuck mixes on now. But Evan's, you're on SoundCloud, right? I'll put all the links to his SoundCloud in the description. So run that shit up.
Yeah, I got a mix coming out. I'm just gonna try and get it out for Tuesday, I think.
What's it? Bass house or was it just gonna be?
Yeah, but it'd be like bass house, like and like normal house, like bass house. Yeah. Like upbeat house, essentially.
Okay. Yeah.
It should be fire.
Yeah. Something nice to listen to.
Have you got a mix coming out, don't you?
I was. There's a thing in Perth. It's called the Society. I don't know if it's still called Society Fresh Faces or whatever, but that's what it used to be called. But they did they're doing a DJ competition where you record a mix and then send it in, and then they pick one they want, and then you get your first gig pretty much. Yeah. But I've decided that I'm not gonna put a mix in for it because the event is in 5 days.
Oh, true.
And I don't want to. I'm not saying that I'm gonna win the competition 100%. Blah 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 blah. I'm just saying if I do, I've got to go on that stage with barely any like proper club DJ setup experience. Yeah. I don't want to fuck up my first gig. That's
I do 100% get that.
Like if give me 6 months, give me some more XP, and then I'll be ready.
No, for sure.
I don't want to waste that first time. You don't want to waste it, bro. And that goes for you don't want to waste the first time, bro.
You just can't fuck it up. You just can't completely fuck up the first time. Like
because that's your advertising.
Well, essentially, like you're not getting like you're never getting booked again, bro. Yeah. If you like completely fuck up.
I mean, that's half true. Like if you fuck it up, like you get up there, you don't know what the fuck you're doing. If you have a somewhat idea and you make shit like a couple shit transitions, accidentally press pause on one track, they're not gonna worry too much, right? No, but if it's like if you get up there and you don't know what the fuck, like where the play button is, where the fucking how to line shit up, your cue points are all fucked. You know what I mean?
It's my worst nightmare, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
But imagine like you plug a USB in or whatever, and all of your cue points and shit for some reason is fucked. Yeah, I genuinely think I would.
Most people bring two or three USBs. I was talking to one guy, I can't remember who it was. He was like, for my first gig, I bought 4 USBs, all the same.
Yeah, just to make
just in case.
Yeah, fair.
It might have been Nathan actually. I can't remember, but
yeah, fuck. Yeah, he's crushing it at the moment, eh?
Yeah, he's doing well. He's been really good, like to me and shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's what I was doing Friday. I went to his house. For me.
Oh yeah. Remember I messaged you? I was in the Hungry Jack's drive-thru. That's what I was doing.
I was like, what'd you get?
Bro, I got conned, eh? It said online, I googled how much a fucking storm was. And they were saying like it was $2.50, like, because they were on sale. I got conned, bro. It was $5. I was gonna get 3 storms.
3?
I was gonna get 3, all of the, I was gonna get like the flake one, the M&M one, and the Oreo one. And I was gonna go home and put it in a bowl, stir it all together.
You piece of shit.
But then, I could only get 1. And I got a barbecue cheeseburger as well.
Nice.
But I love fast food. Like,
oh, dude. So I got paid last Friday. Right? I'm not gonna say how much because it makes me feel like shit. But I paid my debts. Like I paid my payments that I needed to pay. Yeah. So I had a little bit of money. Right. I haven't bought anything for myself. Right. All I've bought: Nando's, McDonald's, Hungry Jack's. And I probably have spent $200.
Bro, you know what sucks?
Oh, and fuel.
How expensive like Nando's is. Like,
see,
it's
when
so
you're there,
good.
it's like $12. It's not bad. $16. That's not bad. But when you get it 3 times a week.
Well, yeah. I need to be rich, like, for my lifestyle. Because the way I live, the way I'm living, if I had a house and like a kid, bruv, I would have to sell my kidney
Yeah.
just to live for a
Facts.
year. Fuck, that is cooked, bro.
Yeah, most of my money goes on food, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
by far for me,
Mm.
food and alcohol.
Mm. Mm.
I reckon I genuinely spend probably close to like my whole paycheck on food and drink
Yeah.
every week.
Yeah. It's not ideal.
So
Oh,
yeah,
fuck. Hold on, we'll take a quick break.
we are no
Yeah.
big.
Is that on? Yeah. All right. Yep. So we had to take a short break because the dog just bust through the door and like dry fucked Evan's face. So yeah. You had a question you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, I was going to talk about your tremendously better love life than mine, mate. Like,
Yeah. Yep. I got deep on last week's podcast. And I was chatting about how good it's going and how she's holding me down and shit and being super. Honestly, I have never met a female who is more supportive than her that hasn't been my mum. You know what I mean?
Oh, mate,
Like
100%.
she is unbelievably supportive.
Well, when was the first time I met her? I think, like, when I first properly spoke to her, so not like metros when I was fucking busted off my hole she was there or whatever. I think it was at Newport. Was the first time I actually spoke to her. And like, in my opinion, I think I'm a really, really good like read of people and like what their intentions are and like if they're a good person or not. And when I spoke to her, I was like, fuck, like this chick's a gem. Like I said to Doc's trying to barge it again.
Every time, bro.
I was saying to I think I said to Gemma, I was like, bro, like this chick's like she's a gem,
She's
mate.
a
Like,
star,
she's a keeper. And then
yeah.
when you dropped me home, because we dropped Gemma off like in wherever it was.
Yeah.
We had like a 45
we had a
minute
full, deep and meaningful conversation, eh?
Oh, 100%.
We'll get onto it in a bit when we jump into the highs and lows. But yeah, the love life is doing tremendously well. I was saying, I think. Fucking hell, bro. He's a dinosaur. Yeah, she's been sick all week, so I haven't seen her. So after this, I'm gonna go see her. So I'm so excited. I just wanna hold her like this and give her a little kiss on the forehead and just. Yeah, she's great.
No, I'm happy for you, mate, because you're past.
Yeah, haven't been lucky. Like,
Been fucked. You're probably you're probably like the nicest bloke I know, particularly out of our mates.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like, you're like a bit of like a little softy in the heart.
oh hell yeah, I'm a big
And,
softie, big teddy bear, mate.
I think like a lot of people are softies, but
They're
like
too afraid to show it.
yeah, like
Yeah.
like for me, like I'm like a little baby, bro, when it comes to like this shit. But I'm just like I act like an absolute asshole on the outside just because like don't want to let anyone in.
It's like I know what you mean. It's like I don't want to say it's a coping mechanism or a defense mechanism, but it's like a wall you put up because you don't want to express.
Yeah,
You know what I
100%.
mean? Like you don't want people to know. Like I did it a lot in high school, where it's like when I didn't realize that I was fucked up. Like when I knew that I was sad, but I didn't know like it's deeper than that.
You're in a bad way for
a
for
long
bit.
time, and like you put on a mask and put up this front, like don't let anyone in, just so like people don't think I'm a bitch, basically.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But you've always sort of been good, I reckon, in terms of like expressing, at least like, maybe not all your feelings, but at least like somewhat,
Yeah, like if I'm
Talking
feeling like shit,
through
I'll
it.
tell someone.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
talk like in math. I reckon that's part of like why you and I have like bonded a lot, is because like there was a phase where I was like majorly depressed and shit, and yeah, that sucked. Like it's probably the worst feeling, but until you actually have been like really depressed, I feel like it's so hard to empathize with someone that actually like is depressed. Because if you've never been through it, you're probably just like, oh, just be happy. It's like, oh, just smile, just be happy. Like,
Yeah,
why can't you be happy?
that's what annoys me when people are just like, oh, why can't you just get over it?
Yeah,
Or why can't you just why don't you just forget about it?
Yeah.
Like it's not that easy, bro. If it was that easy, I'd be fine right now.
If it was
You know
that
what I
easy,
mean?
there wouldn't be like 1 in 4.
If it was that easy,
like-
depression wouldn't exist.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, I think like and particularly nowadays, like, fuck, honestly, I reckon like half the people listening to this probably like at least have some sort of anxiety.
100%, bro. Everyone goes through it.
Mm.
Whether you don't recognize it or not, everyone goes through it. Some people it's not as long, like it's a short term thing. Right, like mine's been a long burn. You know, 16 to now, like it's just still slowly burning off. You know,
that's why I'm so happy that like you've met, like, you know, Alyssa. It's Alyssa, right?
Alyssa, yeah.
Yeah. So you've met Alyssa, and like she's like genuinely, I reckon she's actually going to be so good. Like particularly from what you've told me, like she's going to do like wonders for like your happiness.
100%.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to shit. Everyone has their own
like
mental battles.
People get being sad and being genuinely depressed mixed up. You know, or being stressed and anxious.
It's like you have a bad day.
Yeah.
And people are like, I'm so depressed. No, like, you're not.
Yeah.
You're just having a bad day.
Yeah.
Depression is like genuinely you wake up, you don't want to, like, you're miserable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different in everyone.
Yeah.
But like, you know, the core of it, it's like you can't be happy. Like you're just miserable 24/7. You try to be happy. You smile. It's like I'm smiling. I'm happy. But it's like,
there was a period of time where it was like towards the end of high school, like during the holidays and stuff, where I used to just like literally lie in bed all day and not eat, like just become like a fucking hermit crab for 2 weeks until school went back.
Well,
that's all I used to do, bro. Like it would just suck.
When I was in like my like worst part of it, it was right after like my breakup, and then I literally I'd wake up, I'd go to school, and then, you know, at school you'd be all happy, you'd try, like, you just, no one would know, or at least like no one knew that I was upset. I'd just be smiling, so everyone would think I'm all good and shit. And then as soon as I'd get home, I would like not even say hi to mum and dad. I'd walk straight to my
your room,
go straight to bed, shut the door, and then have a cry, like, and I'd just be like laying there like crying for like fucking 4 hours.
I feel you.
Watching TV, eating heaps of food, like, and it feels like you can never get out of it until I actually sat down and like told my mum like I didn't want to be on the planet of the earth.
It takes the breakthrough. You need it for the way I explain it to people, because like I've talked to a lot of our boys. I'm not gonna name names or anything, but like there's a wall you need to push through in order to get better, and that wall is admitting that there's a problem. And then after that, you need to, once you break through, you need to figure out how to build yourself. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about money. Don't worry about your job. Don't worry about your girlfriend. Don't worry about your best friends. Whatever. You need to be selfish in that point, and then identifying the problem and recognizing that you need to build yourself. That's when you have the breakthrough, and you need to push through that wall, because normally that wall is people. Yeah. Because you don't want to tell your mum you don't want to live.
Well,
you know, it's shit like that.
I reckon there's two of the worst things to ever see on the planet and witness. Is like, one, when your mum cries from something that you've done, and then worse, if your dad cries. Like,
oh, dude,
I didn't tell my dad because I couldn't do that.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, like, and there'll be a lot of people out there that probably do have like majorly bad depression or whatever, 100%. And they actually do want to kill themselves.
Yeah, there's people worse off everywhere, bro. Like,
but like, honestly, like from my experience, like if I told my mum that I wanted to kill myself or whatever, didn't want to be like here, and like, you know, she basically be all the steps to get like me to help me get away from it. So I used to have like these mechanisms where like I would say like my like 11 times tables but backwards. Yeah. So anytime I'd have like a thought of like
the negative
whatever
thought,
bad thought, I'd be like trying to do my 11 times tables backwards because it gets your mind off that.
Yeah.
And like those things worked for me to try to get off that, and then also just like trying to just smile and like ask, like, how you going? Like always just ask people and talk. But if I didn't do that, then who knows, you know? And there's probably heaps of people that have been depressed for like 2 years and don't want to tell anyone. Like just talk to someone. Like even if it's a therapist, don't even tell your parents that you're talking to a therapist. Just go hire one.
Yeah. Or if it's one of your mates or whoever, your dog.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought. Okay, that night. Okay, no, hold on. We'll save that. We'll save that because I got a few questions I need to answer first, and then we'll get deep. for a bit.
All right.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna pause the highs and lows. We haven't even really started it, but all right. We've got a few questions. Not a lot. So the first one was from our good mate Mitch. He just said, "Hey, I just want to say I love you."
I love Mitch.
So thought that would be a little positive message.
I love Mitchy.
He had a good night last night. A little bit busted. He was buckled, bruv. Buckled.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen that drunk, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. He was pretty fucked.
No, I have. Every time Mitch, that's Mitch every time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he was fucking blue. That
He
photo
was-
that he sent.
Oh man, I can't even put it up. It's that bad. Like he was just, his eyes were just out of his head.
One eye
bro.
closed, bro.
Yeah. Fuck. The next one. How do you get yourself out of slumps / what helps you get through bad times?
Well, I sort of just talked about what mine, what got me out of like the really bad depression. But if you're just talking about a slump in terms of like you're not actually depressed, you're just like you don't know what you're doing. Do something.
Keep busy.
Just do something.
Yeah, that's probably mine. Just keep busy. Yeah.
That's
Like-
100%.
Like I've said in the past, I started the podcast for that, and I started DJing for that, and now I'm starting to take photos and shit.
Yeah, killer.
So
Yeah, I would 100% say just do something. Because
Yeah.
like if you're in a slump, bro, and you're coming home from, I don't know, do you know how old he is? What does he look?
I think it's a she.
Oh, it's a she.
I don't know.
We
I
can't
don't
see.
know.
But if you're like still in school, and like you're coming home from school and you're going straight into your room, and
Go
you're
talk
just
to your
watching,
parents, man.
and you're just watching Netflix for like, I don't know, like 6 hours and then going to bed,
Mm.
or like, and you're on TikTok for 6 hours and you're just doing nothing,
Yeah.
and you have all this time in your head to think about just not good things,
Yeah.
then you're gonna stay in that slump.
Mm.
Like, just get one of your friends and just, I don't know. Like for me, like I'd just be like, "Oh, Lach, do you want to go like hit golf balls?" And we'll just go like driving range, do
Yeah,
something.
that's a good idea.
We should do that.
We
soon.
should. I had some good memories at the driving range. I used to smack like 120 balls. Me and Jake Sansom.
Oh, I used to get really sore.
Yeah, bro, my shoulder would be fucked afterwards. But yeah, find a hobby, and just follow it. I feel like too many people are being held back by people that they shouldn't be held back by.
Yeah, don't listen. If you're then also that's why I love our friend group now. Everyone is so supportive of everyone,
Yeah, facts.
and like, in high school, like I tried to do like YouTube in high school, but obviously like, the last relationship basically turned half the fucking school against me.
Yeah.
So I used to get the most hate ever in the world.
Yeah.
Don't listen to no one, man. Like,
Yeah,
if-
just do it. Like,
if
fuck
your
it.
friends are shitting on you for trying to do something, they're not your friend.
They're
bro.
not your friends. Facts. That is
Like-
facts. Yeah. So yeah, find a hobby. Keep yourself busy. Spend time with family if you have it. Spend time with friends. And fucking get off your phone, man. If you're really bad, get off your phone. Because that's the problem I had. Is like I was so worried about what other people thought of me online. Like when I first started my podcast, I was like I don't know what these people are gonna think.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna go, oh, it's a Jamal and Dylan knockoff.
Yeah.
Or if it's like he's just trying to copy them, you know, like don't worry about that shit. Just do it.
Yeah,
you know,
just,
like
just do it, man.
fuck it. Who cares? And it's the same with DJing, bro. Like I always was hell scared. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get so much shit like from all the Perth DJs, and like they're all gonna be like, oh, you're shit, blah blah blah. But they're all so supportive.
Complete
man.
opposite, eh?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
always like, you just gotta do it. Shoot your shot. Like
Facts.
yeah, but yeah, hobby, stay busy. Are the Eagles at risk of going down, losing the top 8 spot?
This is the legend Ace.
Yeah,
We love him.
yeah. Ash. Is it
Ash.
Ash, yeah.
Yeah.
He started a podcast. Actually, I will shout him out. He started a podcast. I can't remember what the podcast is called. I think it's just his name or something like that.
Yeah, I saw it pop
But,
up. I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. Go support him. Show him some love. He's just starting off, so yeah, go show him some love. He's a good fella. I'm sure he'll. I can't remember like his app, like his fucking YouTube or whatever, but yeah, just go support him. Show him some love. But yeah, Eagles fucked.
Nah, I don't. I think we'll finish. Like, we're not gonna make. I was talking to you about this just before. We're not
Yeah.
gonna make top 4. It's that I reckon top 4 is locked. Maybe Port Adelaide will sneak in.
Mm.
But yeah, in terms of I think we'll finish,
Like 6th,
6th,
7th.
7th, 8th.
Yeah,
One of
I think
those
so
teams.
as well.
I
think
think
so as
we'll
well.
play finals. Like we
Yeah.
have too many home games to not.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I mean, I went to the game last night against the Dons.
Yeah.
I got rained on and we fucking lost. Fucking shit. The next one is advice on how to move on from a long-term relationship. And he, in brackets, he said, not for me. And then he said, is 6 months or less too quick to move on from a long-term relationship? Now, my answer to this would be, how to move on is the same as getting through slumps. Keep yourself busy. Don't give yourself time to reminisce, because that just puts shit in your head and gives you false hope. Take time for yourself, because long-term relationship, I mean, like, that's like a long time where you haven't focused on yourself. And that, I don't care what anyone says, if you're in a relationship, you can't really 100% focus on yourself.
Yeah, 1,000% you can't.
Yeah.
It's like
You know what I
everything
mean?
you can't, like even friendships.
Yeah, facts.
But yeah, I was just gonna add as well with that. For me, I've only ever been in one like long-term relationship.
Yeah, that was during high school. You did one during
Yeah,
high
like
school,
year
right?
12, basically,
Yeah.
like, and you study 12.
Yeah.
So all I would say is don't like message them, like don't like, because for me, I'd still message like every like 4 days, just be like, oh hey,
Yeah.
and like it's such a stupid thing to do, because then you'll never get past it.
Yeah.
If you're in a, if the long term if you don't have to see that person in an ideal world, like you're not at school, so you don't have to see the person, which makes it easier.
Yeah.
But if you can completely cut the person out of your life for like 3 months or at least,
Block them, bro.
just
100.
get rid of them. Like,
Block them on social media. That was the first thing I did. It's hard.
yeah,
It is
100%
hard.
it's hard.
Because I was in mine for like 2.5, nearly 3, I think, years. It's hard to block them at the start, but it needs to happen. It needs to. It's like
100%.
because if you're like heartbroken, right, and you're scrolling through Instagram and you're seeing them all happy with their friends, with other blokes or other girls, guys, whatever, it hurts, bro.
Mate, even just like you see them out at a club, or like you're out at a club,
facts.
and you're just like, this chick bitch
Yeah.
getting, like fucked, or
Yeah.
like other blokes are gonna be all over it.
Yeah, bro, it sucks. Like,
It's a shit feeling.
yeah. But is 6 months too long?
I don't think there's a time limit.
There's no
personally.
time limit. No time limit. A lot of this is something I was talking to someone this morning. I'm not gonna say who, but they are in a relationship with somebody, and they've been together for just over a year. It's not one of our mates. It's someone else. And she said to me, "Oh, I don't know if I want to. I don't think it's right for me anymore."
What bit is she in a relationship?
She's in the relationship now. And I said, well, you got to do what's for you, right?
Facts.
And I said to her, don't break up with him and then have a hot girl winter or whatever they call it. It's hot girl summer, but it's hot girl winter now, you know? Don't go, okay, I'm single now, I'm going to go sleep around. Do not do that. And if you're a girl or a guy who does that, you're a piece of shit. And that's facts. Because it took me a long time to even engage with somebody after the breakup. So if you're one of those people that breaks up with their person and goes and runs amok, piece of shit.
I just think it's more of a disrespect. Like,
It's disrespectful.
it's just disrespectful, in my opinion. Like, if that person's like going around and just like fucking, I don't know, like, do you? I mean, go ahead, fuck anyone you want, but like, you lose all my respect.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna respect you as a person.
And don't just go, oh yeah, I'm single now, I'm gonna go clubs, I'm gonna go hook up with every guy I see, like, or girl. It's just not on. You gotta think about like whether the relationship ends nicely or like a shit way. You gotta remember this person was your person for a long time, and there should be some sort of mutual respect there.
That's what I'm saying. It's a respect thing. If they're gonna do that, then I'm not.
100%, man. Like, I just don't get it. And 6 months is never too like. You take as much time as you need, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know if they might be talking about like maybe their exes moved on faster.
Is 6 months or less too quick to move on from a long?
So like maybe
Okay, so I see what you mean.
maybe
Yeah.
his missus moved on already in 2 months or whatever.
Yeah.
But also like Nah, man. I like look. I think like that. I think like for me, like the first month, like have that respect. Like don't go around holding around and shit. But then after a month, it's like
once it's all cooled down and there's no sort of tension.
yeah,
do your thing.
Do your thing. Like
Yeah.
you can't dwell on it.
Yeah, like
So
yeah. I mean, it took me.
like it sucks.
Yeah, it took me like 4 months.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, it took
To do
me,
anything.
Took me fucking ages.
Yeah,
Like
it took me 4 months to get back on the horse. Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
yeah, but yeah, that's the questions. Hope that answers your questions. Should we get a bit deep now? We're on at 1 hour in, but we had a little break, so I don't know. We'll go for like 10, 15.
I'm dead, mate. We can get deep, bro.
Firstly, what's your anthems?
Oh yeah, true.
Give me your anthems.
I got 2.
Yep.
One of them I told you last night in the club.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So Olivia Rodrigo's new song, mate. Well, new album, but new song, Good For You. Absolute
yeah, dude.
slap, bro. I don't know if there's like any gym bros or like people that work out heaps, but like, mate, Good For You to smash like a PB, like fucking, this is the greatest song ever, bro. I'm telling you.
Last night at the club was the first time I've heard it properly.
Really?
Facts.
Fire tune, bro.
Oh, I'm in love with it, bro.
I'm in love with her. She's 18
I
now,
don't
so
know-
it's fine to say.
I don't know what she looks like.
I'll get a photo, because why not? I got you.
I'll just Google it, bruv.
Oh.
What's her name?
Just,
Oh,
yeah.
her. Actress.
She used to be on Disney. I don't know I think she might be like a little bit Asian, but she's just like, she's just cute. Like,
Yeah, look, I can see where you're coming from.
if she wasn't a professional singer,
Yeah, she's a Mitch Cosworth girl for sure.
yeah,
He loves
who
her.
that looks like.
Yeah. She's on the High School Musical TV show.
Well, used to be.
Oh, that's how we found her. Mitch loves her too. Mitch is in love with that chick.
That's the driver's license song.
Yeah, but Mitch found that girl because he watched the High School Musicals during lockdown.
Oh, really?
And then started watching the
Oh,
TV show.
Well, because Olivia Rodrigo, she bought out driver's license, went like stupidly viral. I think it's got like 800
Yeah, on
million
TikTok and
streams,
shit, right? Yeah.
which is like ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then this was the next album she dropped, and TikTok's blowing up any song. So
Yeah, that song is good, man. I was on the dance floor, just like, I had all this space around me. I was sober, by the way, and I was just like fucking throwing my arms around, like.
fuck, I forgot you were. It didn't feel like you were sober last night.
No, I was just having a good time.
You were back to the old Lucky, bro.
Yeah,
Sober.
I'm back
having
to
a
the
good
old
time.
Lachy. I'm trying to rebuild myself.
I like that.
I don't want to drink anymore. I'm having fun without it, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you had a bit. You look like.
And
you
I
had a
don't
good
waste
time
my
last-
Sundays. Wake up feeling alright. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't this morning, mate. You know it's bad when, like, the boys message in the chat saying like
How's everyone feeling?
like Sacamano chucks a thing in the chat. That was a big night.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
and the
was.
fucker's like, yeah, my head's pretty sore.
I'm like my whole body.
Yeah. And I'm just chirping away like all fine. I feel fine, like nothing wrong with me.
100%.
What's your second anthem?
So that's my gym song.
Mhm.
Like if that's my favorite gym song for the last
Your
like
pump
week.
up song, right?
That's like I'm gassed.
Yep.
But I listen to sad music in the gym anyway. And then in terms of my go-to song to get me hyped up, say like to go partying, bro. There's a song called. Hold on. This is my song right now. Paper Planes by MIA.
MIA.
It's
Why do I know that song?
It's like all I want boom 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 ching, take your money.
oh yeah, Paper Plane.
That's my vibe, bro.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Nice, dude. That's a good
I
one.
love it for the guns.
That's a good club song too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire
Nice,
tune. That gets me
nice.
so hyped, bro.
Yeah, that's nice. I respect that. Yeah. No, that's good.
What's your go-to like
What?
get me fired up song?
Well,
Like-
my anthems don't change being said. I put that on that's the first song I put on in the shower when I'm getting ready for the club or in the car. Whatever.
I was weighing
But-
up between that song
Mm.
and In Excess, like Never Tear Us Apart, like,
Yeah,
because
bro.
that song goes like really hard.
Anything
like-
in excess is just a vibe. But if I was getting pump up song, it would either be "Kickstart My Heart" by Motley Crue or "Live Wire" by Motley Crue.
Is that like a
80s band.
Oh, true. Fuck.
Have you not? You don't know
You've
Motley
probably-
Crue?
You've probably played them. I've heard the name. I was just like,
Okay,
what the
so you
songs
haven't
are.
seen the movie for them.
Probably not. Nah.
Watch
What's
it.
the-
It's
is
called The Dirt. Machine Gun Kelly's the drummer.
Oh wow.
He plays the drummer. He plays Tommy Lee. You need to watch that shit. It's fucking wicked.
I feel like, is that a new movie?
No, it's not new. It's been around for about a year or two.
Oh, I think I might have. I don't know.
Watch
I'll have
The
a look at it.
Dirt. It's
Is it
on Netflix.
Oh,
Yeah,
beauty.
yeah. Watch that,
Yeah, bet.
and then 100% you'll be listening to 80s music for 6 months. Facts. Anyway,
We're getting deep.
we're getting deep. This is the highs and lows segment. We have been recording for. This is going to be the longest podcast that I've had, but that's fine. I feel like the people need a long podcast this week because I didn't have one last.
Everyone's gonna be really sad, bro.
Oh, bro, this is gonna I don't know how deep it's gonna get. I can't tell the future, but just a disclaimer: this could get bad. This could get ugly.
Could get bad, bro.
It could get ugly.
Have a little cut for the little cuddle or something. Like that.
I was like to Evan before we started recording, like yesterday. I was like, "Are you want to get deep? Like, if you're comfy with it," he's like, "Yeah, I'll bring the tissues, bro." But anyway, we'll jump into the highs and lows. We'll start with the highs, or should we start with the lows? Nah, the lows will go for long. We'll go for highs first.
Yeah, do the highs.
Okay. So for me, a highs. We've already discussed this levers, and it was also during math class. That's the highs for me.
Mm-hmm.
But personally, what are your personal highs? Like, not with us, just your personal. Like, it's times where you've gone like, yeah, like that was good.
Honestly, whenever I am on, like, whenever I like go onto my decks, bro. That's the one. Like, honestly, nothing else matters. I say this to like everyone I speak to. I'm like,
People don't get it, man.
bro. The minute I'm press play, because you can't think about anything except for what song's next, what am I gonna do? Like what transition? My mind is racing for this. Everything else doesn't matter, and I love music. Probably the most happy times in my life, and even better when like there's people that I'm playing to. It's even better, bro. Like,
yeah, I said a couple episodes back, once you press play, it all goes away.
it does, bro.
And that's facts.
I like that. When you press play, it all goes away.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. That's definitely something I feel the same. Okay, I got a story that I wanna quickly just touch on. So the last solo episode, I said that I had a little breakdown. Was it last weekend? Weekend prior. Weekend
Yeah,
before
it was
that.
the weekend prior because
It was a pub golf night.
Yeah.
I had a breakdown, and I was a little sad boy, and I got home and he called me.
Yeah, you mentioned on the podcast, like, why did I call you? And it's because
it's because I was messaging you. I read the conversation back.
Because I messaged you in the club, but like your phone, I didn't know about you said
My
your phone
was
had
dead.
died.
Yeah.
Because my dad was picking me and Dylan up, and then I was like, "Do you want a lift?" But like, obviously, he didn't answer. So then I messaged Alyssa. I was like, "Oh, like, are you with Lachy?" And then she was like, "No." I was like,
I was lost, bro.
I was like, "Oh fuck, like, what the fuck?" Like, and then I was like, "Oh, if you find him, like, I can take you home." And then she was like, "Oh, it's all good or whatever." And then you messaged me saying you were fucking
yeah, bro.
So then I rang you.
Yeah, and I've never got that deep with someone on the phone before. That was the deepest I've ever got. Like, I left literally everything on the table, bro. Everything that's fucked me up.
Yeah, bro.
Like, we were on the phone for like 45 minutes.
Yeah.
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 And I was just calling him. I was like, I was in tears. I was like, dude, this is like, it's too much.
Yeah,
You know?
I had watery eyes, bro. I was like fucking sitting there, like fucking like.
It's hard to hear one of your boys like that, even though, like, alcohol was involved.
Yeah, of
and
course.
that was obviously.
But alcohol
the
always brings
reason.
out the truth, bro.
Exactly. So, yeah. I can't remember where I was going with that story, but
Maybe like sad. I don't know.
I can't remember. I've lost it, but yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember.
Because I remember when because you were telling me obviously all the shit that was going on, and like your sister and I think you said this on last week's podcast anyway, and then like obviously Alyssa and like how all that's good and shit, but like you were a wreck, bro. Like,
yeah, it's like, that's the thing. Sometimes when I drink, I get triggered. Something will trigger me, like my phone dying triggered me. Like, I was like, okay, I can't speak to anyone. I don't know where anyone is. Then I started having like a little bit of panic attack, and then once that happens, like,
Yeah, facts.
There's no coming back, bro. You just gotta let the waterworks go. Like, I was walking around, found my neighbour. She took me to my sister, and then my sister bought me an Uber. And then luckily I saw Alyssa on the way out, and like just apologised, gave her a hug, and left.
Yeah.
But yeah, fuck me.
It's good that she understands though.
Yeah, like
'Cause,
she
like-
was a bit concerned.
Yeah, of course.
I'd say she was concerned more than angry. That because I was like running off and stuff. She was just
Yeah.
concerned.
No, but I mean, she has a right to be like.
yeah, of
angry
course,
as
of
well.
course.
It's like
Yeah,
it's
But
like
yeah.
you didn't mean to do it, so.
yeah. I explained it to her. She's like, she's great, but yeah. Fuck me, dude. I haven't had a big breakdown like that in so long.
Bro,
And that's what made me realize I need to stop drinking again.
Yeah, well, that's what you said to me as well. And then, but I say this to people all the time. Like, if I didn't have my own like mental problems, I'd be a really good therapist. Like, I've said
Yeah.
this to my mum and dad and shit. I'm like, I'd be like the best therapist on the fucking planet.
Yeah,
Except
facts,
my
bro.
problem is, when I hear other people's problems, I'm like
Triggers yours.
my shit, and then I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
And that's like, then I get really sad. I'm like, fuck, because like once you, like I was saying before earlier in the podcast, once you have been through the shit, the empathize.
Yeah,
It's like
you empathise with
I
people.
basically was feeling how you were feeling through like my own body. I was just like, fuck, like poor cunt. Like
Yeah. It's like.
it sucks.
I told you shit that I haven't even told people, bro. And like, the next morning I was like, should I have said that? Because I remember the conversation.
Yeah, same.
The only thing I remember from that night is being home. I don't remember the club at all.
Yeah,
But like,
that was a really good night. To be fair, like
fuck yeah, it was. I'm gonna say all the stories when Mitch comes on.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But yeah, like I left everything on the table, bro. And honestly, feel good. Feels good letting it all out. I haven't had a little moment since that night, so doing pretty well.
I reckon the alcohol is a big thing.
Yeah, it's a problem, man.
It definitely like even last night where I was laying in bed, I was just like fuck, like I thought, like I literally thought to myself, I was like, I'm home right now. Like there was so many beautiful chicks, beautiful women at Metros, and I'm like, and I'm home right now, on my own. Just sad. I'm like, what? Like I'm a loser. Because I
know what you mean, bro.
I want like to have like someone that I can just.
You want something to come home to, man.
I'm coming home and it's like I can just cuddle, bro. I'm
Yeah,
sitting there. It's like
facts,
4
bro.
a.m. I'm drunk. I'm just like, this sucks.
Bro, I messaged Alyssa at like 3 o'clock this morning. I was like, so excited to see you.
Yeah,
Just want to cuddle. Like, because I saw Dalton at the club last night, and I was like, dude, like, because he didn't have his misso, and I was like, it's really sad not having them around right now.
that's a good thing. I feel like
Yeah,
because like
I was, bro. There's no temptation, nothing. I'm just like, I just wish she was here.
Well, you even said that to me last night because there was a few fucking people in the club last night that we like a few chicks we know, and they just like were
Bad
just
news, bro.
mate. Like you came up to me like straight away. You're like,
I was like, I
bro.
fucking hate this girl.
I was
bro.
like, mate, why is like what is she doing, bro?
Yeah.
Like, she's like trying to be all over you. You're just like, I'm out of here. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that girl. Oh, yeah.
You just walk.
Yeah,
off.
because she knows. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
I don't want to like.
Yeah. She tried, but no thanks. Turned my back. But all right, we'll jump into your lows, man, if you want to. So we'll make it easy for you, right? When did it start? Like what? If you're comfortable with, can't stress this enough. If you're comfortable with, and if obviously I can cut whatever you want.
I
But
would leave it all in, mate.
when did it just start for you? Like
What, like depression?
like yeah, like when did you not acknowledge that it was a problem?
Honestly, it was straight out like when I broke up with Maddie, and then ever since then. And I actually reckon like in terms of the depression, so like I reckon it actually is getting worse, but I'm better at coping with it.
Yeah, you got more things to worry about now, right?
Like yeah,
Getting
it's just so
older.
much more stress. Like when you're in high school, you know, the only thing I'm worried about is like having a girl.
Yeah,
Oh, I want a girlfriend. Cool.
yeah,
Now it's like, bro, I'm 21. Like, kids by like 30, marriage, bro. Like all these
Fuck,
things. It's
yeah.
like, I don't want to be 35 and single,
yeah.
or even worse, 35, 2 kids and divorced. Like,
Mm.
I really don't want. Like, I want to be like the chick that my wife is the one I want to be with forever, and I want to have kids with them. Like that's
Yeah.
obviously everyone's dream,
Mm.
and like that scares the fuck out of me, bro. I actually stress about it.
Yeah.
Because bro, we're not young, bro. We're 21 now.
Yeah, don't remind me, bro.
Like
No, but me and you are pretty much the exact same age.
yeah, essentially.
I'm like
10
a week.
days.
Yeah. 10 days. Yeah.
It's a scary thought.
It
bro.
is scary. It is. I feel like I'm a little bit behind everyone.
In terms of what,
Like just everything. I feel like I'm behind. Like people are at uni, work and shit. Like I got nothing.
nah. Yeah,
I'm a little bit behind.
I don't reckon.
People will be graduating uni and I'll still be halfway through.
Yeah, but I took 2 year gap year. I've only done 1 year of uni. I still got 2
yeah,
to go,
to be
bro.
fair, same.
Like that sucks, but 2 years.
Fuck uni, man.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, like I've actually noticed probably in the last maybe 6 months, I actually am like having not full anxiety attacks, but I'm actually experiencing anxiety.
Yeah.
Which I've never experienced. I've never had anxiety before.
Yeah.
But I genuinely like, say if I've got to do, like I'm probably the least stressed person I've ever, like my whole life. I just don't get stressed.
Mm.
But like it's not stress. It's like literally like I'll have a test that I got to do, and I'll be like, I'm like fuck, like I'm like I'm like fucking hell, like I can't do this, bro. Like I got a test in 2 hours, like fucking hell,
Yeah.
I'm stressing. And then I'll go like I'll start sweating. I'll have to walk around. I'll like go for a shower. I'm like, all right, fuck it, like I'm all good. Like what am I even doing right now?
Mm.
And I'd never had that before. It's like a weird thing, like anxiety. Do you get anxiety or no?
Really bad, bro.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, cause fuck, bro. Like it's not fun, eh? Like,
I would say my anxiety is pretty worse than my depression.
oh wow, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Cause like I've never had anxiety. So what's like what do you get like when you have anxiety? What's like?
It's really how I feel. Is that what you're saying? Or when
Yeah,
I get
or like I don't know, like a situation where like your anxiety's like fucking really like fucking you up.
Well, actually, that's what I want to talk about. Actually, last weekend when I went to Metros, I was with my girl, and I was with her friends, and some bloke that my girl knew came up to me. I was sober. He came up to me and he put his arm around me, and he goes, "Oh, like, if you don't treat her right, I'll fuck you up." That's what he said to me.
Bro.
Right? Biggest fucking whoever. Like, you're a loser.
bro. Oh,
You're a fucking
you just said that
loser.
At the same time.
And that's facts, right?
You are a fucking loser.
You're a fucking loser. Like, come on, dude. But shit like that really triggers my anxiety. Because I didn't have any of my boys around. Tom was there, but he was off doing his thing. But like when I'm just there by myself, like you don't know what's gonna happen, bro. Like I hate confrontation, bro.
Yeah, I've witnessed like your anxiety when we're like, say if we're walking through Freo.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Like I'm like, bro. Just,
Yeah.
it's all good. Like relax.
Yeah.
Like, we got
I can't
like 5 of us. We're chilling. Like it's
Yeah,
all
I
good.
can't walk through Northbridge. Yeah.
So I've seen that, but yeah.
Just like shit like that, or sometimes when I'm in a crowd, it triggers it.
Yeah, right.
When there's heaps of people around me,
Well, you just like feel like
I'm just like, oh
getting
fuck,
close
like
in on, or?
yeah, like just freak out a little bit. It's more of a panic more than anxiety, but
I feel like they're kind of like hand in hand, sort of.
yeah,
Like panicking and then anxiety.
Mm.
It's like, well, actually, are they the same thing or are they different?
it's different, but it's similar.
Yeah.
Same sort of, yeah.
Because I've never really had either. I'm just like chilling.
It's like, but I also get it when I'm by myself in my room. It's pitch black. I'll be lying in my bed. I'll just freak out.
About what?
Like anything.
What? Just like things in your life, or
Yeah.
like a monster's gonna eat me?
No, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, but no, just things like, oh, like I get anxious about my girl. Like, obviously, it's sort of PTSD in a way. Like, I don't know. Like, I just get worried. Like,
Yeah.
scared.
Oh, no, I know what you're saying. 100%.
Anxious because like I don't have money, bro. Like, or
Yeah, maybe
anxious.
I have had like anxiety for a while then.
people don't realize they get it, bro.
Because like, I genuinely stress out about, like I just said, the fact that I'm 21 and I haven't had a girlfriend since I was 17.
It's an anxiety, yeah.
The fact that, you know, I want to be like a millionaire before I'm 30, like things
Yeah.
like this. I want to have like kids, a big house, like family. I don't want my wife to have to work if she doesn't want to. I want to be able to have a Range Rover. Like I want those things,
Mm.
and then I stress about like, fuck, like I'm 21, I really got to like work.
Yeah.
It's
I
like,
can't. Thinking back now, when someone says like, "When do you get anxiety?" I'm just like, I don't actually know.
it just happens. Yeah,
It's really weird, man. Like,
that's the same with my depression.
yeah. Yeah,
'Cause-
it's the exact same thing. They work hand in hand, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if someone says to me like, "Oh, what triggers yours?" Like, I don't fucking know. Anything could. I could be driving home, like 2 o'clock in the morning, coming from just dropped you off, and I'll be driving home in the dark, and I'll just be like, "Oh, fuck this." I could just go, you know what I mean? Bro, I'm
Yeah,
dead set.
No, I know.
I don't like. Yeah,
Yeah, just
yeah. But like, bro, 100%.
Yeah, for sure. I reckon this is probably like really good for like a lot of these people because I'd say we're pretty normal. Like,
Oh well, you know.
no, but like in terms
Yeah,
of like,
I know what you mean. Yeah,
you know,
we're just average blokes.
yeah, we're just like a normal bloke.
Yeah.
I don't know, like we have these problems, but I feel like I feel like majority of people would have these fucking problems.
Yeah, you
bro.
don't have to know what the problem is. Like, if you can acknowledge that you have a problem, then that's good.
That's
You
the
don't need
first
to
step.
say, "Oh, this is what's wrong with me. This is what caused it."
Mm.
You say, "Yep, I've got a problem."
Yeah, 100%. That's the
Yeah.
first step for everything.
Yep.
So
Facts.
it's like you know, if you're getting fat, I'm getting fat. I need to go work out.
Yes. Or
It's the
you
same
know,
thing.
Yeah, shit like that.
It's like I have a problem, fix it.
100%.
Because there is steps to fix it.
Yeah.
There is steps. It's
100%.
it's fucking hard. Like
It is
it's
fucking
just
hard.
really like
Sometimes you won't be able to fix it.
yeah.
That's something you've got to acknowledge as well.
Well, I'm like almost like 95% certain I'll have depression for the rest of my life.
Mm.
But it's just being able to like
It'll-
deal with it and understand
Well,
it. And, you know,
Yeah.
like it'll always
I know
be
what you
there.
mean.
It'll always be there.
It'll always be there. Yeah.
And there'll always come in peak. There'll always be times where it'll creep in, and I'll be like, okay, it happens, and I'm like, holy fuck, like I need to fucking stop.
Mm.
I like, but because I've done it once and got out of it, it's almost easier now because like there'll be 3 days and I'm like, fuck, I'm really feeling fucking awful, like, and I don't even know why. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna stop everything. I'm just gonna go to the gym, you know, get some exercise. I'm not gonna stress about nothing. I'm just gonna get my mind off of the shit thoughts, and then like I'm good again.
Put some time into yourself, man.
Because
I've been telling everyone, bro.
facts.
Like, literally everyone. Just put some time into yourself. Because I can feel myself healing, bro. You don't feel... That feeling is so good,
Best
man.
feeling.
So good. Like, fucking miserable for months after the breakup. And then, like, I'm just like, fuck it. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to fucking... As soon as the breakup happened, I went to the gym. I messaged Cole straight away. I was like, dude, fuck me up.
Yeah, 100%.
And then, obviously, I don't go to the gym anymore because I lost interest in it.
Yeah, for
And-
sure. See, if
Bro,
I don't go to the
it's
gym
so
now,
good.
my mental health goes straight in the shit. And I know,
Yeah.
like when COVID happens,
yeah.
that's what's like really bad for me. Because when COVID happens, I can't go to the gym, and the gym for me is like the biggest endorphin release of my life. So if I don't go to the gym, like I genuinely feel that I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like
COVID was the best thing that happened to me.
really, why?
I don't know.
What were you feeling happy or like?
It was the best thing for me because I had to have time for myself. You know, like
Yeah, true.
before COVID started, like when it started picking up, I bought like some weights just for home.
Yeah.
Every day I would try and do 50 push-ups. So for the 2-week lockdown, I did 50. When we had the big 2 weeks, was it 2 weeks or a week?
It was a week, but like
Yeah.
everything was still shut. Like
Yeah,
you could go out and stuff.
So I was working, but like every day I'd do 50 push-ups and I would try and do a few exercises, like 3 sets of whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And then I started DJing, and then I could just feel myself like fucking going, dude.
Yeah.
I
Well,
had a time period where I was like, fuck yeah, I'm the Don.
yeah.
Like, I feel so good.
Oh, it's the best feeling, eh?
Yeah.
That's why I can't wait for like, because I know for a fact that like, the dream, bro, is gonna.
It's coming, bro.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen, bro. It's
And-
facts.
I can already feel the happiness
Mm.
of when that happens.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, bro. It's only a matter of time.
Like,
Like, you're already getting gigs. They're small gigs, but you're getting them.
yeah.
And then, like, I'll hopefully get a gig eventually.
Nah, you will
Yeah.
for sure. I reckon you're like you've got what's his name, Nathan.
Nathan, yeah.
And you've got like all those contacts in the like dubstep.
So
area.
it'll happen. I don't care how big the show is. I couldn't care if there's 7 people in the crowd.
What?
Gig's a gig.
I hope there's 7 people in the crowd.
Yeah.
Less embarrassing if I fuck up.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking oath. But yeah. Yeah, I love getting deep, man.
I
Feels
do.
good,
You and I always have really like
we do.
really deep conversations about this stuff,
Yeah.
and it's probably good because I don't really talk to anyone else about like this stuff. Like I don't really talk to my parents because I've got a pretty good handle on it now in terms of my like mental health. Like, I'm pretty good at like
Put it down pat.
getting myself out of the shit when it starts to creep in. And
Well, that's the thing. Something that I've acknowledged is if there's a problem, I take myself out of it.
yeah,
So if there's something that's fucking me up, I'll just leave. Like uni.
Yeah.
Simple.
exactly.
Like uni was fucking me up. Took a year off.
Look, this might be controversial
Dropped it.
for the for people that have mental health problems, but like I'm talking really bad. If you want to kill yourself because of whatever the issue is, say that you're really, really depressed, or like, for example, if I wanted to kill myself because I didn't want to go to work, you're better off
Just
being on the planet, alive,
facts, bro.
and not working in your job than being dead, because then you can't do either.
Facts.
So you may as well have just quit the job anyway.
Facts.
Because
I put up a thing on my story on Instagram on the podcast thing, and it was like this old bloke. I don't know if you watched it, but this guy that I watched on TikTok, he's doing a documentary where he asked people are they happy.
Oh, I saw that.
And he went up to the
Yeah, I
old
saw
bloke
that.
and he goes like, "Are you happy?" And he goes, "Yeah, sure, I'm happy." And he's like, "What's your advice to people?" He's like, "Just calm down and live your life."
That makes, bro, when I see old geezers give some fucking, that, like, the simplest shit that I'm just like, fuck, that hit me hard.
Yeah, like that TikTok really resonates with me.
Yeah,
now.
oh, mate.
Calm down, be like, just live your life. And
I say we're old, mate, but we're not that. Like, I always think,
We're
like,
not
we're not
old,
old.
bro.
We're 21, bro. Like, we got so, like, you know, we got at least 10 years to.
I
make
said
something for
as
myself.
long as I'm sorted by 30. Like if I've got a
Yeah.
job and shit, I'm 30. Like I've got 9 years, bro. Come on, I can get 2 degrees in that.
Yeah, we all Gucci.
Yeah,
I like, and I'm confident that all the boys are gonna.
bro. The money's coming. The fucking
I don't even
No, she's
like. I was
coming.
saying to like people like mum and dad and shit. I couldn't give a fuck about like I say I want to be a millionaire by 30 or whatever. That's just a goal because like obviously money makes your life 10 times easier if you have
facts,
money.
bro. People that say that money doesn't make you happy are losers, but like they're not losers, but it's not true.
Yeah, look, it doesn't make you happy,
It's just a lot easier, bro.
but it takes away the stress of not being able to put food on your table, not being able to afford your rent, and there's probably a
Facts.
fuckload of people out there that literally have anxiety, stress, and depression because of these 3 things. They go to work stressing because they can't feed their fucking 3 kids.
Yep.
I never want to have that problem in my life.
Yep.
I want my kid to be able to go to fucking Nando's whenever the fuck he wants with my black card, bro.
Yes, bro. We should get a black card. Surely we're due one. Fuck me. We spent that
Nando's,
much
just
money
give
there.
like the boy group, like all our group, just
Yeah,
give,
bro.
just give us one
just
black
give
card.
us one black card. Like, come on. It can't be that fucking hard.
It's only going to cost you like fucking 10 grand a week.
Ah,
Nando's
bro.
meals.
They can afford it.
Bro, could
man.
you imagine how much Nando's we would eat if you had a black card?
Oh, bro, I'm not eating anything else.
Because I would eat lunch and dinner at Nando's every day.
Yep.
The only thing I wouldn't eat is breakfast because I don't think they're open.
Facts, bro. Facts.
But then I might just get some extra for dinner and have that for breakfast.
Yeah, leftovers.
I'll just get like a rice bowl and have that for brekkie.
Or paella the next day is fucking lit, bro. Nah, fuck for real.
I love Nando's so
I actually
much.
have an idea. I'm gonna actually share it, because it's something that I've been trying to figure out how I would do it. So what I want to do is now that you and Dill have the podcast, right? I want to get me, Jamo, Dylan, you, and Buckley all around one table, right? Nando's. We all have Nando's. Conspiracy theories, anything we want.
I mean,
All
we
one big fuck off podcast.
We could definitely do it easily. Because like, we got 4 mics and then...
Well, what I was thinking is just getting like a couple of those ones that you just sit in the middle of the table. But I don't know
Well,
how the
yeah,
sound would be.
Everyone would have their own mic, bro.
Well, yeah.
Because there's
Yeah, bring these.
there'd be 6 of us, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
How
then-
good would that be?
Yeah, it'd be elite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be fucking.
It'd be like a fucking mukbang day.
Pe-
Like,
We should actually just do that, but maybe not even a podcast. Just do like a YouTube video.
yeah.
Just get all the boys. That's why I really
Like
want.
the Sidemen did. They did a Sidemen mukbang where they just sit down for an hour and a half and eat food and talk.
Yeah, that's why I want to get a share house with everyone.
Mm.
Imagine how good it would be if like we all just lived in one house. It's
Facts.
like, we go get Nando's, bring it back. Like imagine today, all the boys are dusty as fuck. Because when I got my pizza, I was like, fuck. Imagine just walking out right now. I'm just like, how you going, boys? And everyone's
And
just
Dylan's like, big night.
it's like, oh fuck, we're hurt. And then like, say we're just like sitting in here and we're just watching like,
Star Wars.
say Stranger Things has just dropped. We binge watched the whole series.
When is that coming out?
I don't know.
Fuck me, I'm so keen, bro. I love Stranger Things, bro.
I love that
Facts.
little curly-headed fuck. He's so
Ooh,
cute, bro.
yeah.
He's such a G. Anyway, I feel like we've been going for ages, bro. Is it
Yeah,
too long?
we should. No, it's not too long. We probably should wrap it up, but
Yeah, we should.
I could keep talking for a while.
I mean, bro, like I said,
But yeah, I got things to do. I got people to see, places to be.
yeah, you do have people to see.
Mm.
Not just people. Very important
Important
person. In your life.
person. Yeah, she needs a cuddle. Song of the week. Do you have a song of the week?
Yeah,
or-
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow, he's come
My
fucking
favourite song of the week,
prepared.
for sure.
We'll do 2 then. One from you, one from me.
Well, because I've got my mix.
Oh, you're doing drum and bass?
Nah,
Or
no. The
different
bass
one?
house one.
Okay, yep.
All right. I don't think I can play it.
Don't play it, but just say
Oh,
the name.
let me play the drop.
Because I'll
You won't get copyrighted.
I'll put it in the playlist.
I'll bet. Do people want this in the playlist though, or do you want a normal?
I'll put everything in the playlist. Every song that's mentioned on the podcast, I put in.
Alright, listen to this drop, bro. I'll just play like.
Woo!
Yeah. So that's-
Wiggy.
goes slap.
Yeah.
That's my
I'll put it
favorite
in the
song of the week.
playlist. What's it called? Yeah, what's it called?
You Don't by Martin Horger.
Okay. Yep.
Great tune.
There you go. So every song that I mention, I put in the playlist. So everything we've
Oh.
mentioned today will
Oh,
be in the
mint.
podcast. The playlist.
Yeah, that's one of the songs for my mix.
Yep. Okay. Well, like I said, his SoundCloud and shit will all be in the description. I'll put the post nut clarity, everything in there. I'm gonna give you a song of the week as well. Something that I've been listening to for a very, very, very long time. I've listened to it at least 6 or 7 times.
How good is that song?
Huh?
How good is that song, bro?
Avalon,
Yeah,
Suicide Boys,
I love it.
fucking insane.
But yeah.
Yeah, their next album's gonna be lit.
When's that come out?
Don't know.
You got
No
me
doubt,
onto them.
mate.
I love Suicide Boys. Now.
Yeah, I've got a lot of people on them because it's all I listened to for like 3 years. Is the song of the week for me is "A Forest" by The Cure. It's like an 80s song, I think.
A Forest.
A Forest by
I'm
The
gonna play
Cure.
this on the way home in the car.
It's. I was in Beyond Skate with Jamo and Dill, I think, or it might have been Tom. Can't remember, one of the two. And that song came on, and straight away I had to Shazam it. I felt like a big nerd just Shazamming it, but
I was in the club yesterday. And
yeah, and you Shazam that track.
Oh, it's fire too.
Did you listen to it?
Yeah, bro.
What's it
fire.
called? Say it, and then we'll put it in the playlist as well.
Wind Up by Coca Cobra.
There you go.
Kind of a dope name actually. Coca Cobra. I
Righty.
like that.
Sick as. Also been listening to a lot of Ice Cube at the moment. We'll put one Ice Cube song in.
What, old school QB? Or
Yeah, old school QB. My Summer Vacation by Ice Cube. So there you go. There's your songs of the week. You've got 4 or 5.
Yep.
Playlist. They'll all be in the playlist. Actually, can you link playlists in Linktree? I'll have a look.
I don't know. You probably can.
Yeah.
I don't see why you couldn't.
Yeah, I've got a link tree as well. I stopped being a lazy dog and I've got it now. And I'm currently trying to get Apple Podcasts still, bro.
Is it still not?
Fucking still.
I'll have a look after this to
Mm.
see like what it is. Because you messaged me saying like it take ages.
Yeah, bro, this guy got it straight away,
And
bro.
then
I was so offended. I was like, what the fuck, man?
Well, I just got an email like one time on the PNC email, and I looked because I don't look at probably once a week, and then I was like, oh, your podcast is now on Apple Podcast. I was like, wait, what the fuck? Lachy told me it's hard, and I didn't even have to like try to get it on there.
I think Apple's processes are different, but
Yeah, weird. I don't know.
Anyway, do you have a message of the week?
What some wisdom?
Some wisdom for the people.
Yeah, I do.
Do something you haven't done before.
Okay. That's your goal for this week. Do something you haven't done before.
Do something you haven't done before. If you haven't had Nando's before, go have Nando's.
Yes. And if you need help with picking an order, message me.
Yes, yeah, do that. Message him. Because you've had you've had everything.
Yeah.
See, I always
literally everything.
I've only had the chicken or the burgers.
There you go. That's a new fucking thing. What's your Nando's order? Send me a Nando's order. We'll talk about it next week. So yeah, that's it.
Long potty. I love it.
Very long podcast. A hug. Oh, we got deep. We got deep. Nah, you smell good. What's that fucking aftershave?
Ralph Lauren, I think.
Nice. You smell good. Yeah, there you go. Little homosexual moment at the end, but that's fun. Yeah, that's it. 138. Big podcast.
It's long, bro.
That's long, bruv. Yeah. Stay safe. Take care. Much love. And I guess we'll see you next week.
Love ya.
Love.